Now, this act by Kenyans has elicited mixed reactions online and even from the political class across the country. In fact, no politician was allowed to address those who had gathered in Kaluma's home. Let's have a look at what some Kenyans were saying online, on X, on TikTok as well. Let's have some comments. On X, still on the TikTok unity, the Kaluma Way story, Eugene Arogo says, "We came out in large numbers as one family across Kenya to unite and support Kaluma Boy in Othaya Nyeri. Kenyans love each other. It's only politicians who try to separate us. Lakini Gen Z hatupangwingwi." Let's move on to some more feedback. Professor TV on X, formerly Twitter, says, "More blessings to Kaluma Boy." Move on to some other feedback in as far as this uniting story is concerned. In Mapinduzi KE says, "In Othaya Nyeri, a young Kaluma Boy who has been caring for his father who suffered a stroke received love from fellow TikTokers. This is Utu. It's evident when communities rise, they cover the gaps systems leave." Quite a profound thought, Mapinduzi KE on X. Bernard Kavuli says, and I quote, "Where are those activists who keep on calling Kenyans to raise money for protest victims? Have you seen any talk about Kaluma Boy?" Good question to ask. The feedback is as wide as you can imagine. OD254 Adira, that says, "Politicians are likely losing sleep over the upcoming generation's ability to organize and mobilize through social media, as evidence in spontaneous events like the recent visit to Kaluma Boy's father. All are castrated without regards to tribal affiliations. These generations' unity," he says, in reference to how Kenyans reacted. This was on X, formerly Twitter. Let's have a look at what you, the viewer, is saying in as far as video messages are concerned.
Politicians waanze kuunderstand. Wakenya wamekuwa werevu sana. Wakenya wanairevuka. And when Kenyans say, "Do not bring politics kwa vitu serious," shut your mouth and step aside. Nimewaletea, nyamaza. Nimetumwa na nyamaza. Hatutaki kujua. Wewe ukitumwa ama kama umejileta, jilete kumenyamaza. Bring what you're bringing and get out. Na kama you can't, carry whatever you're bringing and go. Whatever you thought umeleta, Kenyans will race it and even double and triple it as long as you keep your mouth shut. Najua leo kuna politicians wengi wamemezea mate hiyo event. Wanashanga mbona sikuitwa nikuje nipeane sera ya ufala. Hatuwataki, we don't want you.
Well, that is Nyarwai 254 on TikTok, scolding and scoffing at the political class, showcasing the unity of Kenyans when they come out for one of them. Let's get to more feedback as far as this is concerned.
I'm ashamed to say this, but I used to say that I don't do politics until politics started doing me, and now. Anyway, I'm here to say that IEBC is starting the voter registration process on the 29th of September. I know you relate. Don't look at me with judgment. Or I know that you know someone who relates to that. So, it's time to do our job now. Let's go get registered. Because kuna shughuli inahitaji mbogi.
That is Wakili on TikTok. Her comment, still on the same matter, is on the continuous voter registration exercise, which began today as far as IEBC's continuous registration of you, the voter, is concerned. Let's get to some more feedback.
By the way, kama kuna politician watch live, na kama kuna mtu ambaye anasupport politician yoyote, usiogope kumwambia ukweli. Usifiche politician wako. Mwambia Wakenya wataki ujinga. Wakenya wanataka urudi kwa ground. Wakenya wanataka ukae na wao. This is for us. If you are not for us, we are not with you. I swear.
Well, it seems as though the feedback, there is a consensus on the political class being a source of division, the unity of purpose for Kenyans, and as far as the Kaluma boy story is concerned. Just a reminder, if you're joining us now, this is what brought Kenyans together at Othaya in Nyeri this weekend, when a TikTok user who was documenting his day-to-day life sought the help of Kenyans, welcomed them, arms open, to their home in Othaya, in Nyeri County in Othaya. The young TikToker, a 17-year-old boy, was documenting him aiding his father, who was involved in a sort of a tragedy, perhaps to say, because he suffered a stroke. Well, that story continues to elicit mixed reactions, showing the unity of purpose among Kenyans. And on Kenya's fastest growing television, your voice, you the viewer, matters. That's why we have these stories beginning our bulletin. Let's have a last one in as far as these comments are concerned.
I want to speak about something, what I have been telling everybody about. Everybody, you know, from day one, that there's a transformation coming. Now, the case of this Tipika and his father in Othaya, which is the President Kibaki's constituency. He used to be Bahati here, and he had to go and look for a seat there because in those colonial days, post-colonial days, there was a very tough woman candidate here. Forget her name. But anyways, all the young people went there to help an underprivileged Tipika and his ailing father. These are the people who are at the ends or at the seams of the political economy.
Well, that story continues to elicit mixed reactions across the country. Share with us your thoughts in as far as the unity of purpose among Kenyans is concerned.